During a recent stream yesterday, we have an update on MoonMoon's cheating allegations, with Kingcaffeine, who tried to expose his wife for having an affair with MoonMoon. DivaJilly spoke out on the situation and addressed the cheating allegations from her husband that began on September the 25th, when King shared supposed explicit messages between Diva and MoonMoon. Now, during the latest Twitch stream, she denied the cheating allegations and claimed that her marriage with King was primarily for tax purposes. To support her claims, she then shared a Discord screenshot in which King similarly discussed their marriage's financial motives 4 years ago while explaining their relationship to their families in the following clip.
And like I thought about like doing the Discord thing, but there's like messages where if I scroll back, include information that could dox him, and I'm not an EU who doxes people, so I did not do that.
Honestly, guys, there's enough proof of what she showed. There's messages of him insulting her and berating her. There's messages of him saying they got married for tax purposes. You guys heard his cousin on the phone and what he did to his cousin. Like, I think there's plenty of stuff. I don't think you need to keep showing.
I mean, like I said, if people choose to believe him, I 100% understand. I believed him for 15 years.
After Diva shared the Discord logs, Kingcaffeine called her out and shared the screenshots of his own, claiming that his messages about the tax is being taken out of context. He added that they were in love at the time and claimed that the only reason he talked about being married for tax purposes was to appease their respective families.
Also so, why don't you want to tell our families we got married? I told Jen because I wanted her to know you're her brother-in-law now, you know? Plus she's good at keeping secrets. Like, I don't want to deal with the pressure to get married in the church either. Like, okay, if you're not going to pay for it, then please kindly F off. But it will hurt our mums, especially if we don't tell them sooner rather than later. Well, it will hurt my mum, and I don't want to hurt her. And I'm not entirely convinced of her ability to keep a secret like that from your mum. I don't know. I feel like we should tell your parents in person and call my mum right before to tell her. Thoughts? No, I don't care. We're married for tax purposes. Tell them the truth. We were obviously in love. The I don't care and for taxes was about the fact that our family was very religious and would be upset that we didn't get married in a church.
Diva then addresses the allegations of breaking up a Moon's marriage.
Jilly did not break up Moon's marriage.
Oh.
Like, she even showed me their messages. They didn't ERP. They didn't talk about anything ERP and DMs. Like, it was completely professional. I think last time they talked was like 3 months ago. Their first, like, romantic whatever happened at TwitchCon. For anyone who's trying to blame her for breaking up their marriage, it's not the case.
Yeah, like he and I know that we were professional. We never crossed any lines. So like, as far as he knows and I know that we didn't cross any lines. And like, that's really what matters the most.
Mm-hmm.
That we were incredibly professional.
And the pillow gets caught in 4K.
Bro, what is this? What is this? Bro, what the f is this? What is this? What is this? Chat, what is this? That is not me. That is not me. For the record, 100% not me. I have never been wherever this place is in the world.
Caught in 360p, he denies the place, but not the action. What the freak, Nick has gained almost 10,000 subs in the past couple of months. I mean that. And he's been absolutely crushing it with his streams lately. A lot more collabs, a lot more events. It feels like he's found his clique where he can be himself and they vibe off that. I can 100% confirm. That is NMPLOL, or otherwise known as Nick Polam in that picture. Do not let him tell you otherwise.
In a recent stream, Extra Emily goes to a convention and she rides a bull and ends up cutting her chin.
Oh, thank you. Woo! Woo! Thank you so much. Woo! Thank you. Oh, great.
$5 bull rides, $5 bull rides. If you'd like to try, then let me know how the provisions
Oh my God. Oh.
Oh yeah. Your copy.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh my God. Whoa. Ah. Oh.
If you watch it back at 0.25, you can see her chin smacks it pretty hard as she comes down. That must have hurt like hell. Glad she had someone friendly nearby. I don't get why a bull ride would have a sharp piece sticking out right in front. Like, shouldn't the horn just be some squishy material? Or did something else cut her? That fact that anything on that bull is hard enough to cause a CTT is the problem. Who TF decided a hard nose is a good idea? She looked like she was about to pass out.
NMP reflects on his stream with Hassan.
You're good to go. Because hell, even a couple days ago, I was hanging out with my buddy Hassan, and this guy unironically put a terrorist propaganda music video on and then left the room.
Left the room.
Yeah, and I was just like, and the thing is, like, in hindsight, it's hilarious, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, what is going on here? This is wild to me.
Yeah.
But like, I just, and like, he was like, yo, they're such great dancers. Look how
Oh
good
my god.
I was like, okay, you know. But yeah, we just keep doing stuff. So you say what you want to say, you do what you gotta do. It's really not a problem. But
I've had to train myself.
Those guys are such great dancers. LOL, what an unhinged thing to say. It's actually hilarious. I've come to the conclusion that Hassan is just weird. Like radical politics and economics aside, the guy just says and thinks weird things. Like surely a normal person who has his same opinions has some semblance of self-awareness to realize that putting your normie friend on camera in front of 25,000 people to watch what 99% of people would consider literal terrorist propaganda is not a good idea. LOL shit is just bizarre. I'm glad Nick was able to see that for what it was. Hassan needs to chill. For whatever reason, Hassan has gotten much more transparent and sloppy about his propaganda ever since October 7th. I'm not sure if it's him getting worse at his job, or if he just finally realized he's become so deeply tenured within Twitch that he didn't need to keep up the act anymore. It's neither, really. Sometimes you just see these big political events that break people's minds, especially if they're overly online. Look at Elon buying Twitter. It's not a conscious decision to be sloppy. They just drink the Kool-Aid and bear the consequences that come with it. Feel like Hassan will be better received if he stops with the whole normalizing terrorists thing. Didn't he try to make that one terrorist quirky and relatable? Because he watched One Piece.
After a long discussion about Pokemon, Connor Eats Pants finds a common ground with expelled Congressman George Santos.
Because Dragonite also learned all water and ice beams and all of that stuff. Ice beam was kind of my favorite strike,
You get
whatever.
it, bro. So you get it. Yeah, I got diagnosed like on the spectrum when I was younger, specifically because of like my Pokemon obsession. So I know exactly.
Okay. So
I know exactly where you're coming from here.
So that was actually my diagnosis, was via Pokemon obsession too. So all right,
There you
cool,
go.
that's fine.
See, bro,
Yeah.
it's a true combo,
we
man.
We literally just found our autism spectrum diagnosis.
That's what I'm saying,
via
bro.
Pokemon.
Listen, I'm telling you, George, I see a lot in you, and that's why I'm hopeful that you can come around and be a light in this world, bro.
Connor, I appreciate the word, seriously, but that was a very fun Pokemon discussion. You unlocked memories that I have not spoken about for a long, long time, and